Hey traders, this is Ron from OptimizeFX and welcome to the end of week 2 forward test results. In this video I'm going to be going through all 10 EAs and how they went in over the past week and the past 2 weeks, and we'll be able to determine if they're any good or not. There has been some interesting results that I'll share. A couple of accounts have been blown, and I've changed some tactics on a few of the EAs, which I'll share soon. So if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. It really helps with the channel. And yeah, let's get stuck right into it. So what we've got in ahead of us right now is Blessing EA, so Blessing V3. So at the start, I had issues with the set files not being correct. So I've adjusted them and corrected them, but unfortunately, one of them has not really had a really good time. And as we can see here, it's Euro JPY. Euro JPY's basically just gone right down, and for the whole week. And unfortunately, we've hit negative 731 drawdown right now. The good thing is that it is a previous strong support level, so we'll probably see a rejection off here and come back up. So for you manual traders, this might be a good trade this week coming, if you're interested in that. So this is on the H1 time frame as well, so it's a pretty good area to look for a buy right here. But unfortunately, the EA is stuck in this pair, and this pair only. The other two, it made some trades. It didn't look like it closed any trades on gold, but we've made some money on pound USD and euro USD. So these two pairs here, but the max drawdown is not great, but it's not bad either. And we can see that we did make $79 for the week, just not on Euro JPY. It's just stuck in that one. So if you got you put it on that, you'd be in a bit of trouble right now. So unfortunately, that's just how it goes. Well, still test Blessing. I'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll have a look at some more settings and more pairs, and I'll go from there. So next we'll have, I didn't have it right here. Next we have the Gold Scalping Expert EA, and if you remember, in the first week I didn't have it on the right settings, and I've adjusted it since then. We can see here that it is definitely more active and closing trades like it should be, which is perfect. We don't have any open trades over the weekend, and it did basically break even for the week. On Friday we had NFP, and that was the day that we had this loss at negative 41. Otherwise, if it didn't trade NFP, we would have been $41 in profit, or a bit more in profit than what we are right now. We can see it did make some trades, and it did actually end up in profit for the week, apart from it trading the news, which I'll let it trade. So, and the max drawdown was negative $33. So I think this is definitely a decent EA to look at, and it can be probably profitable if you don't let it trade the news. So that's my 2 cents on that. The max drawdown was 33, and it made $43 for the week, but it lost it here. So you get that. Next we have unfortunate. Yes, this is the unfortunate one. So Advanced Gold Trading really likes to have a decent sized start balance, and the reason why I wanted to try this on a $500 account is to see if it would survive. And unfortunately, in this case, it did not, and we had a reduction loss here, which it closed, and it closed basically at I think it loses either 80% or 70% of its total, the total value of the account. And then we had another loss here because I decided to see if it could trade again on like $160. And unfortunately, it wasn't able to do that either. So we are down on this EA, $567 for the week. And that just goes to show that Gold is a very volatile asset, and you need at least $1,000, if not more, to trade it successfully. Even with gold being in the bull run that it is in, it was still able to trade it on a bigger account, and it just didn't handle this big move here. And it wasn't even really that big of a move. We can go back over here. It wasn't that big of a move. It's just that the account's not big enough. And it did make some decent money. It's just unfortunate that this is just what happened. And it made around about, it was $49 and $33, and then it had the loss, and it stopped for a couple of days because I reset the EA, but I didn't. If you have to add it back to the chart again in order to get it to start working. So you can't just turn it off and on again with this robot. So that's just what happened with advanced gold trading. If you have a small account, you're not going to have a good time trading gold, or maybe use it on a cent account. So that's just my 2 cents on that one. Now this Stargog's free income EA has traded well. It didn't blow the account, but it almost did here, and I thought I'd put a little label here when that happened, because here's Euro USD. It's kind of the same thing, but yeah, the max drawdown was $569. It has had a profitable week at $128, but on gold, yeah, that was at $569 here. It has made the most at $155, which is normal. But yeah, gold is just on a really strong trend at the moment in the upwards direction, and it's really hard for EAs like this to not get in a lot of drawdown, because it relies on reversals in order to close the trades in the opposite direction if it does get in that. So that's what's happened here with Stargogs, and yeah, we'll trade it for another week, and we'll see what happens with that. But so far so good. I think negative $569 is okay on gold. You should have at least $1,000 in your account. This is a small account, so that's just how it goes with this. But yeah, $128 for the week on 2 pairs is pretty good, really, if you think about it. But not so good if you don't like drawdown. Now this one here, I just wanted to show you all how it would go on a much bigger account size. So this one here is the Quantum Tick CA, and we can see it has been really, really active for the week, and yeah, it's traded extremely well. But the only problem is that we've had the max drawdown here at negative 7,600, and that's where we took the loss here on the 30th, where it blew up the 1,000. And when was this? This was on the 3rd of when this happened. So here, the $200 profit there is where we had the biggest drawdown on the 3rd. So if we have a look here on the 3rd, this is probably this move right here, I would say, of where it almost blew up. But it's still going, but it's not making as much as what I expect it to here. So yeah, it's still up in the air about this one, whether I'll trade it live or not. Probably not, considering you could go into negative 7k and only make 400 out of it, kind of thing. That's where it closed. So yeah, that's not good at all. So you'd probably want to have a max daily drawdown limit of 1,000, and you might be okay. Like it made 1475 for the week. And yeah, so we'll see what happens next week if it survives, but I don't know. It's not looking good. Now we have Apex EA. So this one has traded quite well. I've been quite impressed on how this one has traded. We've got a sell. The stop losses are quite large, as you can see here, but it is on the M5 time frame, so it's pretty big. Now, this week was pretty volatile, so it ended up with a $24 profit for the week, and our max drawdown was negative $40, and it did take a loss on the NFP day. So maybe if we didn't trade that day, which was the Friday, it probably would have been in more profit for the week. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to go over the next week, and I will be sure to update you all on how it goes. Next we have the Finvesting EA. So this one I decided to change to 0.1 lots instead of 0.01, and that's the reason why we have higher max drawdown value, but it's also the reason why we have more profits, because otherwise it just wouldn't be that fun to look at. So we can see here for the week we made $172. So this is where it's set the take profit value in pips. It's just 10 pips, so which is $10. So even if you have a second trade that is at a loss, it'll just close it in $10. I think that's just how it works. So far so good. It did have a bit of drawdown, but that's to be acknowledged because of the big lot size. But all the orders have been profitable, so pretty solid, I reckon. And we'll keep that going for another week and see what happens. Casino, we replaced another EA, and it has been going extremely well considering how volatile gold is. It's just madness. We can see here all of its trades, and we can see here the profits and loss for the week. It made $154. Max drawdown was negative 373, and the daily max drawdown for NFP was negative 113. And so far so good for Casino. It does backtest quite interestingly. It doesn't really survive the whole year, but last year was an exception to that. It was just extremely bullish, and there was no retraces at all. So I think we might not have as a bullish year this year with gold, but we'll see what happens. Europips Pro has been trading quite well as well. It made $95 for the week. Max drawdown was negative 326, and we currently have a balance of 645. This was a $500 account start, so it is going quite well. This is one that I recommended to people in the channel, and I've shared this EA in there, so it has been quite good. And we can see the max drawdown was pound USD followed by Euro USD, and all the others are basically nothing. So it has been going quite well. So this is Blessing Light. It was a special version of Blessing 3, and it's supposed to be trading multiple pairs, and it doesn't seem to be trading multiple pairs. It's only trading AUD CAD, and it's not really doing much. So I might get rid of it because, well, it's only trading one pair. It's supposed to be 24 pairs, and so I'll need to have a look into this and either get rid of it or replace it with another EA, I believe. So let me know what you think in the comments of all these robots. Which ones would you like to trade live? And if you've got any that you'd like me to test, please let me know down in the comments below, and join the Telegram if you're interested in having a chat to everyone that's in there about expert advisors and trading in general. It'd be nice to have a chat to you all, and see if we can make some money together. That is the whole plan. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.